Hello viewers, welcome to another episode of Sport is Life. Please like, share and subscribe our channel. Cricket is not just a game, it's a way of life for millions in India and abroad. It is a sport that embodies strategy, skill, endurance and teamwork. Whether it is a bowler trying to master swing, a batsman trying to find the gaps in the field, or a fielder trying to save every single run, it challenges and rewards in equal measure. Today, my guest is Mr. John Manoj. It is personally an honor for me to be doing this podcast with him as he was my first cricket coach. He has been guiding players for over 4 decades as a cricket coach and administrator. He is the founder of St.Johns Cricket Academy in Hyderabad, one of the most renowned academies in Hyderabad and in India. The academy has produced numerous Ranji Trophy players and many of them went on to play for India. Out of them are Noel David, MSK Prasad, Hanuma Vihari, who all played Test cricket for India. Tarun Netula, he has represented one-day cricket for New Zealand. And one of the greats of the game for Indian women's cricket, Mithali Raj, former Indian captain. And of course, one of the legends of the game, VVS Laxman. So let's talk to John Manoj sir and get to know a lot more about this great sport. John sir, thank you so much for talking to Sport is Life. It's like I was just mentioning in my introduction, it's an honor for me personally for you to be coming on Sport is Life and talking to us, sir. So in the introduction, sir, I was saying how you started the academy and how it's been close to 40 years. The academy is running in Hyderabad. So I just wanted to know a little bit more about how you got the interest in cricket. How did you start in your schooling days? How did you start cricket, sir?
See, basically my dad used to play cricket. So he used to take me to matches.
Yeah.
Those days, Jaisima was a famous name.
Correct.
And one game when I went and watched, my dad took Jaisima's wicket. So then everybody started rushing to my dad and all the way.
Yeah.
And I was thinking, what is that? So I was a small kid, so he used to just take around us. Then I thought it is good. So I fell for this sport.
Yeah.
Then we had no place. So we used to live in Regimental Bazaar.
Correct.
So there was only one Alpha Hotel behind it. There was an SPG church.
Yeah.
There was a small place. So dad used to leave us because security is sort of a thing because small kids. Today is a different thing. But those were the days. It was real hard.
Yes.
Somebody were playing with 3 stumps and I went and joined them. That interest became more.
Correct.
And when I joined school, St. Patrick's, in school they conducted an inter-house matches.
Yeah.
For inter-house matches, everybody was, then I was in my shorts.
Oh.
So whether they'll allow me or they won't allow me. So I thought, let me go and ask PT sir, I want to play. Then he told, you want to play? It is, you're in which class? I told, I'm in 6th class. You're too early for this, he told.
Oh.
So anyway, some of the children were not coming also. PT Master Eric told me, okay, you go and bat. I want to bowl, I told. You want to bowl? Okay. Then he gave me the ball.
Yeah.
Then I bowled.
Yeah.
Then suddenly that master got literally shocked and he told, Are, you're a really good bowler.
Yeah.
So you don't have to be worried about it. So will I be selected? I was trying to ask him and all. Then he said, no, we'll see. We'll announce the inter-house matches, inter-houses, then we'll see.
Yeah.
So I was one of the players who was selected for inter-houses in class 6.
Ah.
So then I think credit goes to my sir, Master Eric, when I went and asked him at that young age, normally we are very, so much attached to this and going and watching dad playing in Sundays and all. So I thought, okay, I had the freedom of going and asking sir. So he permitted that.
That's great, sir. The coincidence, sir, when I was doing this with other coaches also, many people said that how they accidentally came to that sport. They never thought, like you said, you went to a game and your father was playing and you just liked that sport and you came in. And that's kind of similar stories with people who became that coaches also.
It became more interesting because early morning dad used to, those are the radio.
Correct.
Commentary, he used to listen.
Yes.
Then he used to tell, then we used to ask him what is in the radio and all.
Correct.
To owning a radio, it was a big thing.
Correct.
And timings when matches were there, all abroad matches, they used to
yes.
come on that. So
Yes.
Dad used to put it little early morning and all.
Correct.
Then we used to.
Yeah.
Then that passion went on to sport,
That's
and
true.
then I thought, let us take up this. I think whatever I chose, I think it made me a career in my life,
That's true.
and it showed me a path.
Yeah.
Though I could not make it to a first class cricket, but to an extent where I could play till junior state. I played in under 19, I played till All India under 19 as well. Then we played it for under 22 junior state. Then Moinodola. So this was a premier thing, but our competition was too huge.
Yes.
Because we were competing with Jyoti Prasad, likes of Jyoti Prasad, Sainath, Sardar Khan, Abdul Bhai. So it was we were always second fiddle, and it was not an easy task to play Ranji Trophy.
Correct.
But we were happy. We could at least play. Vijay Paul was my senior zonals captain, Jyoti Prasad was captain, and Bobji sir was, mostly that, Bobji sir really, to larger extent, Bobji sir was instrumental in my coaching career as such.
Correct.
So, as far as that was concerned, so then like this, the passion fell and cricket, and today it is different because, there's a lot of exposure, television, so everybody is, we see, we didn't have that opportunity to carry kit bags and all that. Those days only kit bag used to be a team kit bag. In that if we find. And when somebody gives a bat, we used to tape it.
Correct. We use it for so many matches and tournaments as well.
So main incident I would like to, actually when I was playing under 19 for Hyderabad, I performed well and I came back. Then somebody told my dad in the office that, your son is a good player. Today only he got 100 against RTRC. Then my father told, what match it was? Then I told him it was a knockout tournament, A division knockout tournament. So wherein, fast bowlers, Majid Khan, Surinder, all top Hyderabad bowlers were there. So as a youngster I got 100. So it came in the papers and all that. Then that's what the day my dad went and bought me a cricket pair of shoes.
Wow.
Those was 21 rupees was a big thing. Played state for Hyderabad with the toned shoes in Kerala. So this is how, how the cricket, and how it went on, how it took us life. So and we were more determined, and then we thought when we play, weather will be good because always we were a poor student, So I was not a good student at all. I used to either fail in Hindi maths or definitely two subjects, though it was guaranteed fail. But we used to do that. We had a lot of encouragement from school, and especially I also owe it a lot to my then vice principal, Father Phillips, was there in school. So he spotted me and he told me, no, that he made me captain in class 9.
Wow.
So 2 years I could lead a school also. And then Father was very, very encouraging to me, and he told, don't worry and all that. Though Father Devasaya was very strict, he wanted me, when I went for the trials for under 19, I was picked. He didn't allow me to go in class 10. So then I told him, it is fine. It has happened because we didn't know that time in school, so it is fine. But when I came back to intermediate, I was junior college, and we had a very good, basically all these credits for our, as an individual and as you all kids also who played under us, and you all were part of our journey for 37 years academy. The best of it is actually I'm really honored that I can today be interviewed by my student and award. That gives more satisfaction. End of the day, we don't have anything to carry. We carry these things, These are the ones which really make us more proud, happy. And today, talking to my student, I think it is, it's not like that, but sharing the experience, I don't think money would have ever come to know that how we have played cricket and how it has been.
Seriously, sir, it's
so this is it was a real hard work, and I think fairly good. If we are destined to make certain, we played to certain extent, it is fine. I think that content in my
We
decision.
enjoyed every bit of playing that level.
Yeah.
And
And I really owe everything to, the schools.
yeah.
Uh, the physical directors play a very key role in, for I'm very lucky and fortunate, when I joined Railway Junior College, Mr. Nageshwara was my PT. He gave me a discount of fees, those days for 35 rupees for 3 months. I don't think I would have, so I grabbed that opportunity and joined Railway Junior College. Everybody went to Wesley. Then, so I got seat in Wesley, but I took up this. Same thing happened when I finished my intermediate. Jay Kumar, when I was in, final year, he came and used to come and sit in my house. And no, you're not joining Nizam College, not joining. Then he told me, you have to join Sardar Patel. So these are the people who really, they play so key role to us to make us sportsmen and to encourage. I think I'm fortunate and very lucky to have these kind of people in my life who have motivated me and to take it to this level.
Absolutely. I think I am honored, sir. Like I said, like you were saying, it's a thankless job, sir. Coaching, and for the last 40-45 years you've been doing it. And when I tell also, when I was doing some other course a couple of years back, they was asking me to write about your first coach. And I wrote about you, how you used to give us catches in that winters, and how strict, and how it made us, how it turned out to be that fit cricketers. How it fears cricketers to fight and be competitive. I think that's all we learned from you, sir. No doubt about that. And like you said, sir, after intermediate you played for the state and everything. After that, when did that coaching aspect start into you? After you played a game, then when did the coaching?
All this happened when in 1986 I was elected for the executive committee member for Hyderabad Cricket Association. There the journey started in the year 1986-87. Hyderabad won the Ranji Trophy. So when Hyderabad won the Ranji Trophy, then being a bank employee, I joined bank in 1981. When I joined the likes of bank, I think there are two things. One went cricketing career, because I had to go for the job because I lost my dad in 80. So 81 I had to take up a job because there were certain government rules. Then even my mom had to be retired. So there was no one for living. So I thought I'll take up the job. Cricket comes to the next, I thought. So I picked up the job, and luckily I picked up in 81 and I started. And if you look at the players in the bank team, I think we are playing for the Ranji Trophy team, it looks like. M.N. Ravi Kumar, Meher Baba, Jyoti Prasad, Vijay Paul, Narsimha Rao, Bhaskar Ramurthy, Kavaljit Singh, V. Manohar, all of us, it was looking like a Ranji Trophy team. And to play in a match, we played matches. When we get chance, again we have to be dropped. It's like this, Today, how the competition is in Indian team. Those days in Andhra Bank team, it was like that, You can't, your best 15 are there, not 13. It used to be best 15. But we used to wait, we enjoyed. So, on that, suddenly on one fine day, the Narsimha Rao normally travels to Irish League always. So, he used to travel, he used to be there from September till March, April, and then he used to go. So, after winning the Ranji Trophy, he came up and he asked me, would you like to become a coach? And I was laughing at him and I told, what? At least you telling me to retire or what and all. So I told, it's not the question of retirement. Abroad, they start coaching and while playing. So it makes you more motivational, more that what you do, you try to teach, and you yourself will adapt in the matches. You will tell, you don't commit mistakes. You will try to show them. Your strengths are on the offside, so wait for the ball on the offside. You're on good puller, wait for the short ball. Time you have to spend in the wicket, how to go about it. So this was the thing. Then I told, Bobji told, no, you don't worry about that. I will train you or I will train you because I require assistance. And I told, I'm very fortunate, no doubt, Bobji. So I
started coaching.
it started all in when we won the Hyderabad Ranji Trophy. So then he told, now I think it's time. So he had a contribution, he wanted to give it back to Hyderabad by setting up something. Since he's always 6 months here and 6 months there, somebody to take care. Initially, I think Mr. Sitaram sir was there to look after, but in 1989, the burden has come on to me because since it was a society of St. John's Sports Coaching Foundation, it was St. John's property. So the correspondent told that we can't make it run on SV coaching because Bobji has started, it is not nothing, we are not, but since it's our playground and there is no mentioning about our this thing, so I think you should name it as St. John's, then only we'll give you permission. So they told Mr. Sitaram. Then Sitaram, I came and told me, since you are a church member, you give a. I told it is nothing. So it is interlinking with my name. Whatever my dad has given me name, I'm very fortunate and thank my dad so much. So that name of St. John's came into existence in year 1989. 87 it started at SV Coaching Center in St. John's, Maratpalli. Then it converted into 89. When the battle was handover, then because Bobji got married and he left for Ireland for good. So then later on, 2-3 years later and all, he used to. When in the year 1992, when Bobji came, he was a little bit of upset. What is happening? Nothing is happening and all where it is and all that. So he visited a couple of other centers, Sai Baba and other things. A lot of people started and they were doing. But the thing actually, then I had to sit with Bobji and explain him, saying that, Bob, we kept your name because today people talk, we produce players. So our first product, Laxman, what you and me started, you gave it to me to train him for the basics.
Correct.
That same kid who grew and became an India under-19 player. And he was exceptional under-19 player.
Absolutely.
So likewise, there are boys who are more followed and they played Parth Satwalkar. You name it, they have so many kids who have come out of that. So this is what we have. Then Bobji, I think he was a little happy. Then he told, no, we have to do. So then I told him, you visit once in a year, I think will make a lot of difference, With, somebody is there to, behind us to. Then for my thing, I was looking for who could be the best, Because myself and Manohar, we started in bank in 81. We went coaching to Bhupati sir. He was an exceptional and outstanding coach ever in Hyderabad could ever have.
Seriously.
Who played with Ghulam Ahmad sir. He was the only, at the age of, I think, more than 60, 65, those days when we were young. On the coin, people used to talk, but he used to bowl in show.
Wow.
And he used to bowl it to us. And it is not that he was the only coach. He was the one who knew how the grass wicket, how the matting, preparation, all these things, he was the one who has taught us, And he was so negative. But that thing, we need to have patience. That's what is cricket. So he never used to give batting for a week or so. He used to test us. We didn't know that. What? Every day we used to go, no batting and all this thing. Then we'll think, he's got some favorites and all. That's everything comes on. Then one finds suddenly one day it would, now you pad up. Then we pad up, second ball bowled. Then we didn't know what is that. Now you learn to play cricket. When I got out, he didn't tell anything. Now you learn to play. So we started, then he taught us how and all that. These were the people. Then I thought, now since Bobji is moving out, so I wanted one support for me to. We were slowly growing and the academy started flourishing and people got numbers. So the journey started, you guys started, the next generation started joining, one after the other. Then I had to take Manohar. Then I had to tell my colleague Anil Mittal. So it is very sad to tell, but I really miss him. He passed away. You all have gone through Anil sir also, very disciplined, organized. So I was thinking how to get the discipline in the thing, how we can. From there, I think I learned to manage, man management was that at a young age. Then I told TK, cricket is gone, no, let us not talk about it. Let us focus on coaching.
Wow.
Coaching is a real part of life.
Yeah.
So Bobji sir has given a platform, so let us all take it. Then Manohar,
Correct.
then Manohar sir became, then we started playing. We played together in the bank, work in the bank, do the course, do the coaching till 8 o'clock, run for the bank, come back again. Then in the evening we have bank practice. So all these things, Then we could not find evening coaches.
Yeah.
Scouting, then all colleagues, Then I had Noel Carr.
Yeah, absolutely.
He was coaching in Narayanguda YMCA.
Oh, yeah.
Swastik, some coaching. And I told her, evening, why don't you do here? Because I'm trying to get some crowd in the evening. Oh, I'll do it. So I gave the responsibility to Noel, and Noel started. In this journey, I think all the people, coaches, especially the names I must have forgotten, because I have, like Sinu and me were actually a ground staff to help Bobji to put mats. Then we became coaches. Like that our journey started, until today Sinu is also there. Then we used to, those were the days even we used to throw down to Mitali Raj. What she used to come for practice, because Dorai was a bank colleague, so he used to bring daughter. Then I was on, then told him, boss, Sampath sir is good for girls and he's very tough guy, so he does in Kizai school. So though Mitali started with us, then the career, her platform was built by late Sampath sir, and Sampath sir was also for us coaching. We all have gone through coaching with him also. In this coaching, there are a lot of things. There are so many people, their names are not big, but their commitment is amazing. And for us, Bobji sir was a real sir for us, guiding to make us how the commitment is. All the way he travels from Ireland, and if there's a bank match, he used to come and play. He never used to miss. Then we used to think, this man is really passionate about this. So he used to this thing. And he never used to allow us to go and interaction much with opposition and all. After game, he used to leave us free. Certain disciplines, a lot of things he has set us. We're playing with test cricketers, it is not easy. And I think we have learnt a lot. And lot of youngsters, we were, myself, Anil, Manohar, so many youngsters, we had journey to journey, Noel Carr, so many coaches, Vincent, Vinay Kumar. Then the next generation, then we started. Then when Manor had to leave, then I was finding for another, with this vacuum, how to fill up. Then I told R. Sridhar, R, why don't you coach? Then he told me, give me time. I told, I'll give you time, no problem. Only one thing I can tell you, R, I may not pay you, but whatever best I can do for the coaching part and all, and this thing, I'll do it. So I think I appreciate him, and that magnanimity what he showed. That it was 700 rupees what I gave him. He started coaching. This is a real thing. And that man went on to become the Indian coach.
Absolutely.
Served India for 8 years. No joke. And amazingly now we have partnered with us, and we started the St. Johns coaching beyond in Maratpalli, where the existence is still there, and a lot of cricketers are getting. At one stage, I think we also have to make way. We need to look for next generation, and which right time decision about 3 years back I took. Then to my interest, I think told, Arey, what sir, like this and all. So this is a high performance center and all. And so Daya, like student, he told, no sir, we'll look out for one more place and all that. Then I thought, let me not divert myself and think. Let me think over. Then we thought, then
Wow.
That sisters from Jeevan Jyoti, they came and told, why don't you help us? That this empty place is there and all. They visited
Big
St.
big,
John's. They saw a sir like that. Then blindly they told this thing. Then I started. Then I told what to start. Then I started a multi-sport thing, which is not my control. But still,
I think
it's a multi-sport. Then because since I had to join after banking, I took PRS. I had to join my friend's school, St. Andrews. Then to this thing, the management, Mr. Nello and Theo Emmanuel, they have given me the free hand. In 3 years' time, we made St. Andrews as a champion. And for 10 years to 12 years, we ruled. And that was the only school which has more than 12 first-class cricketers. And players like Vihari played for India. And Junior India, Anupai and Abhinav played for India World Cups. And there are, that school created a lot. And it was this thing and coaching, the set of coaches, Anil Mittal, Noel Carr and Srinu, Apparao. These were the people, And this journey, all these people, were there. And, we have a lot of people, basics like we introduced Shailendar for a little bit of cricket who played. Commitment, One thing we learned from all our experience and all this, even today, you may live in the best house, but if you don't have a proper setup and proper discipline, it is not. So there's no point. Those were the trends which really helped us to move on in life. And it's all all I can say. This journey in that what we call it as a family. I think only family is successful when all of them support each other. So I think I take this credit on behalf of the entire St. John's family who have supported and stood by good, bad, all the time. This journey was really run. We have not missed players like, Manohar, Prasanna Kumar, Jyoti Prasad, Oscar. All these people, were our seniors and they were part of that. And, then I took over as a in charge of coaching, not head coach as such. There's no such thing. But all these people, were very happy in allowing me to manage. And they all told, no, sir, John Bhai, you only. Each one had their words for me, sir, boy, John Bhai, John, everything was there. So that motivated me, and so it was very thing.
I think I think you already answered the questions which what I wanted to ask, sir, in terms of how so many friends, I mean your colleagues who played cricket have joined and made the camp such a great thing now, and how you collaborated with Coaching Beyond and everything. So I just go back when you started the camp and when the coaches were started joining, is what were the challenges? Because now I see there's so much emphasis on, okay, we'll design the course for each player, we'll make them, we'll do batting, they should be, this is what we'll make them do, bowling and fielding, there's so many aspects. At that time, because you were colleagues, you already played together, you used to discuss that, okay, this is our schedule will be, this is the design of coaching. How you went about your challenges from coaching, now that you're into players, now you see different players coming in.
Yes.
So how did your coaching angle change from that?
See, the coaching was very simple basically. What amount of cricket we played together, and we had one person who was guiding was Narasimha Rao, who was a qualified coach from ECB. So he had that this thing, and he used to basic things what is required, and in random only we used to pick. Today what they are doing it, special coaching, they are designing programs, they are putting, this is more of a commercial perspective. If you look the ages what we go behind and see, there is not much difference. The coaching method is almost similar. Today those days you didn't have computer, so there was no witness. Those days you didn't have TV, there was no witness. Today the exposure is there. The only advantage now is that your mistake by seeing you can rectify. See, the simple, those were the days. Later on when our days were coming, then we had a video camera. Little bit of thing, but not all can't afford that, So if you go back and see coaching fees, I think you also must have paid
Yeah.
150 or 125 rupees.
Exactly.
These were the fee structure.
Yes.
It was, the balls, the mats, the toe nets, all these things were there. Today, if you don't have the look,
Yeah.
then nobody is going to walk in to
Correct.
come and play with you.
Correct.
Over a period, time has changed and everything
Yeah.
has changed,
Yeah.
and we had to go with the trend.
Yeah.
We are doing with that, and later on, all courses have become compulsory, mandatory, and so then all of us, we also
Yes,
have
sir.
gone through
Had to
the
go. Yes.
level ones and level,
Correct.
then today we are very proud that a lot of our students who are qualified coaches, strength and conditioning coaches, who you all have picked up.
Yeah.
You guys have picked up because you played the sport.
Yeah.
You had the passion.
Yeah.
You played to certain level. Then you thought it is better to do something. The only thing, the family will curse us. Like my wife or this thing. Whole time we are only on cricket.
Yeah.
And we talk in the house also cricket. Somebody is not selected, somebody is selected.
Yeah.
All these things, but they also play a key role.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Family. From behind. They are the pillars of our this thing.
Correct.
And so they supported us quite a lot to move forward in this journey.
Yeah, absolutely. So in that journey, sir, I think you mentioned before as well how VVS Laxman, I think once he started playing to India and once everyone in the world saw his game and everyone were mesmerized with the way he played. How did his journey start with St. Johns? So you started that when he started coming. So when did he start with St. Johns?
See, when the year 1987, he was one of the first students to join the academy. And I was one of the first one to look after the young kids, So Bobji sir he used to divide the boys and he used to give the young kids to me.
Yeah.
Then when he used to give the young kids and we used to see, some kids are really good and all, Then in that period of time, we found 2 to 3 outstanding players we could, One was VVS, another was D. Vinay,
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
D. Vinay, and another was Karthik,
Yeah.
Out of all the small kids, we used to identify and all that, and Lakshman looked little elegant and little bit a typical Azaruddin.
Yeah.
I told, Arey, isko bagar khele, so he's getting this, so we were very happy, Arey, let's focus. And I told Bobji sir also, Bobji sir told, you make him do more of underarms, throwdowns, so that, he'll get and all. Then put that hanging ball, leave everything, don't allow these fellows, take them on the hanging ball, make them do hanging ball, give catches with new ball, let them not, what you mentioned, that, these things, he told, no, don't leave these boys, you have to be.
Yeah.
So we were also inspirational, we were also young, and we used to think, Arey, we have to.
Yeah.
Nothing comes easy in life.
Absolutely.
So we'll make it more difficult.
Yeah.
No, let the money, Anirudh Singh or Anupai get angry on us, but let us take them on so that, then they will realize how important it will be when they go on to play the higher grade of cricket. I think that really helped a lot of players to take that into.
Yeah.
And I sincerely think, the commitment what the generations from 1 to 2 to 3 to till the generation, there's vast difference.
Yeah.
And the only sad part is what I feel. See, if you look at your playing days, Lakshman's playing days, look at those days, parents send the children, but they are not in the grounds for everything.
Absolutely.
See, today's trend is that I don't blame them for what they are, but they are putting more pressure on the children. The 100% performance will not come out. It will be anybody. Because they become coaches. No.
Correct. Absolutely.
So that is where this trend is changing.
Yeah.
But we have to deal with it.
Yeah.
We are dealing to still last, even the other day Sridhar was telling, Sir John Bhai, how did you deal and all this thing. So
that's true.
then I told him nothing to worry, I am still here.
Yeah.
So no John Bhai, we look upon you and all. So whatever it is, if you are, I am talking to a level 3 qualified coach who served India, but in spite of that, at this level, there's going to be a lot of challenges.
Correct.
Those challenges definitely he has faced and is forgotten, but to continue this, we have to have senior people to run it, and everybody. Why the family runs, by the eldest parent, father or mother and all. It is like that only.
Yeah.
So that is how we play a role.
Yeah.
We transform into a role.
Yeah.
We become more patient.
Correct.
We were tough in the days, it how.
Yeah.
And now I'm more softer, more this thing and all. If you tell somebody, "Arey John sir, हाथ तोड़ देता हो," तो nobody will believe you. वो तो सर हाथ हालो बोलता है, shoulder पे हाथ डाल के चले जाएगा. All these things, today's generation.
You were lucky, sir. Trust me, I think.
So these were the, in this the journey, I think this played very, very key.
Absolutely.
I am so happy that all you guys are very well settled, and they are making me more proud. That's what is every day what we think, and when we get up, we thank God, because these are the boys who are making us more proud. We feel every day one boy calls us or something, and all. Always it is there. Whether you go to Australia, England, or New Zealand, you go any part, all our boys are there. They're all settled, and they're all doing in their fields or some or other thing they are doing.
Absolutely.
So happy.
So, sir, just to add on that part on Laxman's, coming back to it, what were the qualities you saw, you think were required now? Even I'm sure the kids who will be watching it, they would want that. What is that qualities you saw which took him to that level now? And that's something which is, I'm sure, I think it's important for parents also to understand that aspect. So what did you see after?
Laxman is an exceptional, only because he was determined, dedicated, and disciplined.
Yeah.
So these three things, 3 Ds, what we used to always used to talk about for Laxman's interviews or events, enough. He had possessed those 3.
Yeah.
Absolutely disciplined. And always hungry.
Yeah.
He wants to play. He was such a selfish. People, bowlers will fall down. I think you are also one among them. He'll never get tired.
Yeah.
And also, then I had to force and tell Laxman sometimes, Laxman, give little break for at least 10 minutes. Sir. Sir, tell Sinu sir to little bit of underarm, sir. So his commitment was towards this game. Inside he had that. Inside he had that he wants to make it to India.
Yeah.
And his determination was there.
Yeah.
And as when he started, he was a very poor runner. All of us know. He was a run-out candidate. But so for that to transform, we used to always tell him, Laxman, you play one end. Don't give you a wicket. Your team is benefited, you are benefited, we are benefited. So that adaptation, he has done it very well. And whether it is 90-over game or 50-over game, he used to play all the overs. Selfish, definitely, because we made him like that. Because his performance only will take him to the next level, and then which he delivered. And his performance used to benefit for the team.
Yeah, absolutely.
So that was a challenge, and he has done it. Whether he has done it for the club, whether he has done it for state, or whether he has done it for country or anything. That is why he was named as very, very special.
And it was not easy, sir. I mean, Sachin, they were the
Fab Four were there.
Yeah.
It's not easy for him to make a mark.
Yeah.
And he became an opener, then he became a middle order batsman. He took it as a challenge. Then what made him, it made him so many comebacks is because he was a determined. He comes back and gets 100, 100, 900s in a row. That kind of a hungry he had for this, and that only he could have it. That is why he is an exceptional. Over a period of from an 87 till retirement is 2002, 2000. Till such time, the discipline and his was interaction between parent, teacher and student. He kept up with all the coaches that way. Whether it was me, Manoj sir, or next level coaches or whoever. He has that. Even today, certain things he has that, gives a call and tells and all that.
They're always looking to improve.
I
think that is the main.
Always, he's always there to, this thing. And it's not an easy task to take over the Indian National Cricket Academy head.
Absolutely.
NCA is, and we are very proud there again. So what makes satisfaction? Our boy is there.
Absolutely.
That is what is the thing.
I think you brought up an important point, sir. He played in the middle order. then they pushed him in there. Nowadays, the cricketers, I mean, they feel like if we send them in the middle order, they have a little apprehensions about that. They are like...
See, his quality is more than half the hundreds what he got in 1700 or 18, whatever he got. If you look at his statistics are very good, you know, 45, if average is 45. And you see, he's the guy, you take him abroad, whether India, Australia, West Indies, New Zealand, England, everywhere, he was a foreign soil player. You know,
Australia is favorite, sir.
his
Currently
favorite,
series
you know,
is
he's
going
the
on.
highest anywhere till he retired.
I was just looking, sir. The 281 he scored against Australia in Kolkata is regarded the best test innings in the history.
No, more so that not that.
The way
not that actually, that was the transformation of Indian cricket.
Absolutely.
Because his 281 was separate. We were in the commentary, we were in everything, we were listening and all that, you know. But the more so that, you know, that changed that we can beat Australia.
Yeah,
That was the challenge.
Mindset completely
So that
changed.
mindset changed, and
Yeah.
when India went to tour and all that,
Yeah.
you know, if you really look at even the last test, how we came back, you know, after down with New Zealand 3-0, we came back in Perth.
Yeah,
You know, it's only, you know, I give a lot of credit to Laxman because he took it as that game as his last test and took it as a challenge.
Yeah.
Always, you know, ready to cut an axe and all that. Then the transformation of Indian cricket came with the 281, wherein great Sachin, Dravid, Lakshman, Saurav.
Yeah.
You know, and the greatest among all of them is Sehwag.
Yeah.
So these are the team. It's not an easy team to be playing in the 11.
Absolutely.
So Lakshman, I think, was why is an exceptional and why was this thing? That is why because he was a very disciplined guy.
Yeah.
And he'll not show it in your face, but because you also played with him.
Yeah.
So no, his determination is always inside, strong.
Yes.
You know, he used to keep it for himself
Absolutely.
and used to come out with, you know, and confident, you know.
Yeah.
He goes means he plays one session, then it is done.
Correct.
That's what he'll be taught him with, and he captured that and he utilized it, and wherever it is essential.
Absolutely. So you brought up a real good point, and I just want to ask a little bit more about that. Is about the mental toughness. How important is that now, sir? I mean, because now the exposure is more. At that time, you were more determined, your skill, and you're playing, and the exposure is little in terms of the social media or technology or whatever. Now it is a lot more. So when you're playing, even in some local BCCI tournaments, it's all telecasted live, and you're a little bit more people watching you. So how important do you think is the mental aspect for a player?
It is very, very important today, and most of the things they are available for you.
Yeah.
See, the thing is that if you want to have a mentor, you yourself can hire him.
Yeah. Yeah.
Those days you cannot afford to hire him, no?
Correct.
So there used to be only one coach. When Hyderabad won the Ranji Trophy, it was not the coach, it was the manager who won.
Yeah.
India won the 83 World Cup, it was not the coach, it was Mr. P.R. Mansingh, the manager.
Yeah. Yeah.
Where is the coach?
Yeah. Yeah.
Show me. 86 we have won the Ranji Trophy. Where is that?
Yeah.
We didn't have a coach. We had a manager, Mr. Shamlal sir.
Yeah.
83 World Cup India won. Mr. Mansingh was a manager.
Correct.
Coach.
Yeah.
But saying that we cannot avoid the coaches, but as and when things change, transformation is coming, it is good we have to go. The mental toughness for the player is, it should not come from the parents.
Yeah.
It should come, inculcate from your own self.
Yeah.
And you should look at the people whom you have confidence.
Correct.
Because today the market is so open, like, you know, everything is on online.
Yeah.
No? You pay, you will get everything.
Correct.
You know. But today people, they can afford to pay and get.
Correct.
Those were the days, it was very tough for us.
Yeah.
Even to think of, you know, all of us pull together, buy a new ball and play a match.
Yeah. Yeah.
So that was our days.
Correct.
Your days, parents used to give pocket money. Those were the days.
Yeah.
Next days today, you know, children are in bat is costing a lakh of rupees.
Seriously, yeah.
It will break, parent will come and buy it.
Yeah.
You know, it's not the spoiled kid or thing, but it is like that. You know, it is today. It's like that.
Yeah.
And some of the young and poor cricketers who are not going to have that, they still with their own bat, whichever they are, they are still getting runs and still performing and all, you know.
Yeah.
And if you look that, you see whether whatever it was, you know, Siraj,
Yeah.
That was done in my admin when I was an admin, when I was the secretary. I had an opportunity to pick that boy when I went to one ground, DMRCR ground. Watched that, suddenly I saw this fast bowler cartwheeling and all. Then I told, "Arey, somewhere this bowler is very good here and all." Then in selection committee, since I was the secretary chairman chairing this thing, president told, "Arey, what is that? There's no comparison, but I think we need to give a shot for this." I requested the selectors, they took him on. They made him play senior zonals. He performed. They played him junior state. He performed.
Yeah.
What is the platform? Ranji Trophy.
Yeah.
Then he performed.
Yeah.
Then it took him to the next level.
Now
Today,
he's-
whatever Siraj is Siraj.
Yeah, absolutely.
If you look at Tilak Verma,
Yeah.
he's coming
Wow.
from a background of not
Correct.
middle class and all that.
Yes.
They are all that, if you
Yes.
look at the whole country, if you look,
Yeah.
whatever, Jaiswal, who sold Pani Puri,
Yeah.
it's a fact of his life.
Correct.
Rinku's father supplied gas, it's a fact of that.
Yeah.
They all work for the kids.
Yeah.
Our parents work for us.
Correct.
In our way, we should be happy and content. Likewise, now they are making their parents proud.
Correct.
Because your parents' efforts will not go waste.
Correct.
My submission to all the parents is that it will not go waste. You give them the free and give them the accountability
Time as well,
and give them the time.
Yeah.
This is a benchmark.
Yeah.
People like Laxman's father only we requested.
Yeah.
Sir, let him play cricket.
Yeah.
Then he told me, our family background is all
It's very educated
cardiologists.
family, sir. Yeah.
All are qualified, educated and all. Then now he has to join some BCom, what all I don't know. Uncle, 1-2 years only it is a matter of.
Yeah.
Then my father was very, was very nice. I think I have never come across a person like his father.
Yeah.
Very gentleman, thorough, and to come across those kind of people, it's very difficult.
Absolutely, sir.
And again, in Lakshman's career also, the more important it was his uncle,
Yeah.
Baba.
Yes.
He played a very key role because since being Ramanand was sports chairman and all,
Yeah.
they used to live across our camp. In holidays, he used to come. And Baba was more determined than anybody because Baba found that.
Yeah.
And Baba, me, Manohar and all were in Bhupati's camp.
Oh, okay.
So we all, played and all, so we know each other and all that. And suddenly then we became coaches and Baba was, so then he was very happy with that. And then he left it to myself and Manu. And this all, unless you have a strong who backs someone in the family, you can't make it.
Yeah.
You can't be the open,
Yeah.
Like, the other day I was going through an article, then Justice's father, Jaswal's father, brother sacrificed career because
Yeah. Absolutely.
he was also a good cricketer.
Yeah.
You have to sacrifice someone, he wants his younger brother to play.
Correct.
That was the thing.
Correct. And
So,
yeah.
so these are the things, which make a difference in life.
Yeah, absolutely.
So, this is one of the reasons, let all of them should know what it is.
Yeah, and like you said, sir, you have to trust the coach. I mean,
Faith.
if he's giving any changes, technical changes, sometime everything will take some time.
You have to have faith.
Faith, yeah,
If
absolutely.
you don't have faith,
Yeah.
then you'll end up somewhere else.
Correct.
By going to 10 teachers, you'll not get yourself corrected.
That is
Yeah.
happening a lot, sir, these days. If you see,
See, these days it's happening only because again it goes around and comes back to parents. It doesn't come back to the student.
Yeah.
You are depending on your dad.
Yeah.
See, we all depend on our parents. So, no, here it is not good. In sport, they take a decision. Certain decisions when they take,
yeah.
it looks very shabby.
Yeah.
It looks, we should not be telling.
Yeah.
Today they are good, tomorrow they start shouting, complaining and all. Let's
Yeah.
not that,
Yeah.
You should have your faith, trust you should have. And you should believe that one day or the other day, if we give time, he'll make it.
Yeah.
And we have always do the best when I was discussing about Lakshman.
Yeah.
It was very clear. See, we told one thing, education has no age.
Yeah.
Sport has an age.
Yeah.
What is, the sport has an age.
Yeah.
This was not told to us
Yeah.
when we were playing, no.
Correct.
Now, all parents, they don't think like that.
Yeah.
Sport has an age.
Yeah.
Between 13 to 24 maximum, they should make it to some grade of cricket where they can, and today the cricket has opened so much, you can become a coach, you can become a mentor, you can become an umpire, you can become a
Yeah.
scorer, statistician.
Yeah.
You can become so many things that BCCA has come in, and I should thank Srinivasan sir for and bringing in, the entire our country money is to be distributed among the players, former players and all. See, that is why I think, it's a motivational. So parents should have, my son will be classic, I'll give you a classic example of one of other student, Harsha, I think you must have played with him if you remember or don't. Later on he led a empty coach. That boy, 13 injured, 15 injured, 17 injured, 19 injured, Ranji Trophy injured, all injured. Today, that boy went on to become, he is in Australia now with the Indian team as a strength and conditioning coach. He was qualifying himself with Basu, then he is now, he directly deals with Virat. So we are so proud. It's nothing because it's our boy. Laxman, when both were walking in RCB and Sunrisers match, Laxman was thinking he's a player or something. Later on now when Laxman is under Laxman now, Harsha, Laxman says, sir, he's an amazing and outstanding. He is the world top one of the strength and conditioning coach.
Wow.
His age is only 34.
Amazing.
He reached this. He didn't make it in cricket, but he reached it.
So that is the awareness
So
it's giving.
that is the thing.
Absolutely.
Again, parent had faith. He left it at one place, this thing. And I exceptionally, I really thank Ashok Kumar, his father. He had faith and trust in me and Sridhar sir to leave the boy, and to what an extent. And today he made the entire country proud, we are proud, and he's happy.
I think that is so important, sir. You said the parents, if they take a little backseat, I mean, as long as they have that faith with the coach and leave it, I think that's bound to
Things
happen.
will fall in place.
Fall in place.
So that is the main thing today. We cannot even think of that, how it has to go on.
Correct.
These are the things.
Sir, you talked about initially about how you became the youngest executive committee member for Hyderabad Cricket Association. I just want to know from your administrative role, sir, how it started and how it has taken shape from that role aspect.
Actually speaking, I had to take up the administration part is only because selections, selections were tough. So it was so tough, competition was so tough and all that. But we used to feel that when we perform, why we are not selected. So certain members, they used to tell us over a period of time, or if you get into committee, you can do something for cricket and all. So I gave up my mind. So I thought, let me focus now, since I could play this much cricket, joint bank, God has given me happy, job was going on, then I thought, let me do something. So in 1986, Narasimha Rao and all players put together, they wanted to start a players panel. I told, okay, fine, let me join. Then they asked me, will you contest? I told, 100% I'll contest. By trying to quit cricket, and at least let me take a role which is helpful for the thing. I'll not quit bank cricket. Bank cricket will continue. As long as I'm fit, I'll play. Otherwise, it's fine. As far as the state ambition is gone now. Let me see what it is. What is in that?
Correct.
So, in the year 1986, players panel was formed. And when players panel was formed, we had to go, to every house to beg for votes, borrow for votes. Because then we were taking a challenge with the man who's ruling for last 20 years, Mr. P.R. Mansingh. He's one of the best administrator Hyderabad had.
Yes, absolutely.
No doubt about it. His administration skills we cannot compare and tell this. He had. But for his thing, certain things were happening. As a youngest member or a little bit of young blood, I had to question after election 1986, got elected with highest number of votes, 97. And in the meeting, we formed selection committees and all. So as usual, we formed Jaisama, Nagesh Amman, Mumtaz Hussain, Manoj Sharma. We all formed the selection senior committee and all that. And in front of us, Arshad Ayub, we all got elected, we were all there. And Nagesh Bhai was with us in the players panel as a player.
Oh, okay.
So he passed away, but he was definitely a thorough gentleman, good. So Nagesh Bhai, they took a decision to drop Arshad in Buchu Babu. The earlier season, Arshad has won the other trophy for Hyderabad, South Zone.
Wow.
He's running contender for India. Then suddenly they dropped him. So nobody used to, open. Shouting outside it is more. Now that we have come inside,
Yeah.
so the ball fell on my car, in my head. Then I told, so what is there for me?
Yeah.
Then we told, no, Jaisama sir is very upset. He doesn't want all members to question them and all that thing. Sir, 25 years nobody questioned.
Yeah.
What we are not questioning. We are asking for a thing, why this thing has transpired. There's nothing wrong in the apex, in the executive committee. These are the things which has to be put. So, in that case, they said they'll resign.
Yeah.
So, we had no choice. If he resigns, he resigns. We nominated a selector immediately. Lokandar Raj, B. Mohan, Prahlad, all these selectors, we appointed them. And we won the Ranji Trophy. Then it is a transformation.
Yeah.
So 86, then it's a golden era for Hyderabad cricket.
Correct.
In 86, then we started winning Ranji, Irani, 13, 15, 17, 19, 21, 23. These were the age groups and these were things.
Correct.
It cannot be a fluke.
Yeah.
Players panel has made the difference.
Yeah.
Players panel played a key role.
Correct.
Then in the first match, when we did a match in Fateh Maidan, first time that Hyderabad Australia game, 9 lakhs was a profit.
Wow.
That was shown by us. It happens like this.
Yeah.
So it was there. Fine, it is okay.
Yeah.
We did that and we were successful.
Correct.
Then the same year, then Arshad went on to play India.
Yeah.
Then Manoj to South Zone. Then lot of players got opportunity to play. Venkatpati Raju became, Mohammad Afan became a junior India.
Yeah.
So many things happened, so many players performed, and Ranji Trophy was one of the best teams.
Yes.
Ramnamurthy Rajesh were in the World Cup. Rajesh was in the World Cup probable. Khalid Abdul Qaim was in the probables.
Yeah.
So, the transformation, suddenly everything was, Bobji was running for the Indian team.
Yeah.
So, that is why I rate that golden era, and I was part of that 1986 to 88.
Yeah.
This was the thing which started.
Yeah.
And to my next, it was a shock again. So everything comes to an end, to good also, bad also has to come to an end.
Yes.
So in the 1988 year, we were thrashed and thrown out of the HC again. As I told you, Man Singh is a seasoned campaigner.
Yeah.
He's been running the...
Correct.
So last card what we played, we didn't contest the office bearers. We contested only the committee.
Oh, okay.
Next election was there for office bearers and committee. So Man Singh sir had the clout and he had everything. Then he know this thing. So he knew how to play it. He played. So all of us were wiped out.
Yeah.
It went out.
Yeah.
Then what he played a card, then he took Shivbhai on his side.
Okay.
And Shivbhai was end of the cricketing. Shivbhai took then Man Singh sir finished era of John, Arshad and Narasimha Rao and all. It was fine. 88 we went back. Then we were on our own.
Yeah.
It is fine.
Oh.
Now let us focus more on coaching.
Okay.
Let us give our time to our time. So, it has happened.
Yeah.
Certain family instances, issues happen. And tell, chalo, I was kept quiet and all that. After 1992 again, then suddenly everybody, अरे क्या है भाई तुम लोग ऐसा छोड़ दे तो कैसा है and all that. People started motivating us and all that. अरे छोड़े नहीं यार ये क्या है कैसा भी ऐसा है वैसा है. And Shiva met me once on the road. He told me, अरे क्या है ये वो. Then I told you Shiva, आप मान सिंह का बात सुन के हम लोगों को दूर करे. अरे वो करेक्ट है तू मिल मेरे को. मैंने अब अपन फिर करेंगे. I told, okay, we'll do it, no problem. We'll all put together. And it was not easy for Man Singh to take Man Singh on. It's not that was those days just difficult. Then we went and told Man Singh, sir, why all these fights are compromise and all. No, I'll show them what they are. Then suddenly what happened? Everybody twisted towards Shivlal and Rangana and all. We all then joined it. And I told him, he didn't listen. I warned him also, don't resign, sir, you take. He didn't listen. So that was his decision, and it went off. Then we all became, again we started our journey, then we got elected. Then once we got elected, then there were some posts like to media, look after the media, then small, so how to look after the media. I became the media manager for Hyderabad for almost 10 years. Then I went and represented in the BCCA also. Then I represented in various media issues. So I used to control, and we had a good relationship with media. So things were going on good. Then for everything there's a thing. Middle we had some of, I lost one election with one vote. I told, okay, it's not an easy. We'll try. Then it so happened, I think everything happens for good, so I told, then my turn came, then I became the secretary of the Hyderabad Cricket Association, which was a big challenge.
Yes, absolutely.
So 2014 I was elected as a thing. So during this course of period, because I knew what Mansingh was doing, I knew what Shivlal was doing, what Rangareddy was doing, and what Dr. Sridhar was doing, and what Arshadev was doing. So these all people were holding the posts and they were doing. So then when they all proposed my name as the secretary, I was expecting I'll work as a cricket servant, as a joint secretary and all. But it so happened, I thank Mr. Dharamchand Jain is no more, Mr. P.R. Mansingh, and Ajmal, these people proposed my name to become the secretary because cricketing experience, he can speak with interaction with the BCCA officials, and also they proposed my name. So I took it up. So 2014 to 17, after 86 to 88, there was a golden era. And then, because of that, now that we have become the boss, the center of this thing. So, and for this thing, Arshadev was the president. So, all cricket mind, life thing, everything.
Played a certain level in
this thing. And so, all are, whatever the suggestions, whatever things happen in EC, it all used to,
player centric.
Player.
Can I say that? I mean, is that
100% player centric it was. So, fine. Then got elected in 2014. Till 2017, I think cricket, everything was in place. There was a structure in Hyderabad, when you, me, or anybody who have played, there was always leagues.
Yes.
Your league performance will take you to the zonals, whether it is junior or senior.
Correct.
Your senior zonal performance will take you to the probables.
Correct.
Your probables will take you to the state.
Yes.
This is the structure which all of us, whether it was Jaisima, Abid Ali, John Manoj, Manimohan, you name it, Arshadev, Narasimha Rao, VRE, Laxman, all of us have played this. They have gone through this structure. We all have played. We have reached a stage and we made it possible.
Correct.
It went on. We reintroduced the senior zonals. We reintroduced the women's cricket. We went on to the districts and conducted tournaments in districts. So, to do 5,000 games in a season, then the BCCI was asking, how can you do it? We'll do it. We have that capacity. We had the ground. We hired. It was a challenge. I used to work from morning till night. I used to work in the association, do all these things, and we met. And when we took over, Hyderabad was last. We were last on the table. It was a very, very big challenge. So 2015, I told Arshad sir, see, Azim Bhai is a very good, exceptional player and all, but you can't talk about his coaching. I don't think he should. Apan dekhenge, no, sir. Apan will bring a coach from outside. This internal things which are happening will let us get relieved of this. And he readily supported. We put it in the committee. We did a session of meetings with our former senior players. So we had a big challenge at our hand. Next year, after Asim, everybody, then they left it to me. Then I had to bring all the players at one platform, which is very difficult. All have got their own. Being Arshad president, Narasimha had just, because Bobji's access with us was very good. Then I called up Shivbhai. Then I called up, because I was with Shivbhai for 20 years, so Shivbhai had that respect for me. No, very good. Then I called up Venkatpati. Then we suggested the names. We got two names, Arun and this thing. Then I requested R. Sridhar to tell Arun and all. Since they all work together in the NCA.
Correct.
Then Arun I spoke. Then Arun came back and he told, right. Only two things he asked. One thing he told, give me 15, I will not question. After 15, I will take care. Don't interfere in that. We made it very clear. If we have to grow, we have to take a chance. I told, yes, agreed. Signed everything. That's all. We got Siraj. That is the history. And I already mentioned to you how Siraj could become in a league match. Secretary watching the match in those days is a big thing. So like we used to wait for Mansingh to come and watch us or something and all. So I used to go to all the ground. Till now I'm passionate. I go. So I watched that kid. It's too good and all that. And so like effectively Laxman and I told, sir, bowling coach will be better. So we backed Arun. We reached semi-final stage. That's this thing. Before this, actually, there was a stage when Hyderabad reached finals with Bombay. They lost. No worries, because our team was too strong those days. The only issue became between Azhar and Laxman. That run-out costed us the match. Otherwise, for barring that period of 1988 till it was only that 90 when all the team was strong, we could reach finals, and then we reached semi-finals only in between 14 to 17. We reached in 2016. That.
So there was a.
See, now after 16, even till today, we are not qualifying, or we are in plate and we are all these things. See, what my suggestion and this thing was there to bring back Azhar. Azhar has got a respect for me that since he played under me and all that thing. We'll bring him and we'll try and set the things in order. But 19, we got elected and I was the vice president of the association. Things didn't materialize. Because what happened, when you sit on the chair will change. It will be anybody, I think. So people who don't change will survive on the chair because they are lucky, There are a lot of examples, whether it's Mansingh, he survived because he knew what it is. He was very clear. He was not biased. He was supporting the cause for cricketers of Hyderabad to promote, push and all that. People were there. We appointed Jesmas selectors, we appointed Shivnas, we appointed people who are all from Hyderabad to be national selectors. All these things, transpired and everything was. But the total cricket, from suddenly 2017, I'll take it's a day, black day. April 1st, 2017, wherein just because to throw us out or it's an election was fine. The downfall of association started. When Mr. Sheshnarayan and Vivek got elected and all that. See, we are not disputing on anything. See, everybody has got the right. You are elected, you serve the game. Our concern, I am not talking anything against them because at their only, what the structure is there, continue.
Correct.
Same thing in 19 to this thing, I told Azharuddin, same thing. You follow what is, we all played that way. Why we have to create a new thing? County cricket still goes on. Introduce T20, introduce one days, but county cricket, 4-day cricket is still going on. Likewise, our leagues will go on, our zonals will go on, our knockout tournaments will go on. A player should be given an opportunity to play at least 20 innings to become a good batsman, bowler or anything.
Absolutely.
So unless you give him the open this thing, These kind of other things, today people are talking about money, paying and coming into selection and all. All these things will not transpire. It is for us, at least one platform, all of us need to sit and see that for all we serve the game, all capacities. And I'm very sad to tell, but I have to tell this because I'm not afraid to this thing. They say LODHA. LODHA is the root cause for the downfall of the entire cricket because they have no administrators. They gave entry to anybody and everybody.
Can you just elaborate a little bit on LODHA, sir? I mean, what was that? What is that phase when it happened? Is it the Supreme Court report, the LODHA report?
Right.
So can you,
See, there are a lot of things since by that time the IPL started.
Yeah.
Since the IPL stated that franchises have their own rights and few owners own it, they came and they created something. So to do that thing, people went to Bihar, went to Supreme Court and this thing. Then the Court Supreme appointed 3 Chief Justices of India, form a LODHA committee.
Yes.
The LODHA committee, they have done that thing.
Yeah.
But the people, actually speaking, all the state associations have not really knew what they have to do. Actually, we knew what we have to do. They have very clearly said, insertion into your constitution. See, had we done that, we wouldn't have faced this. Because you require seniors.
Correct.
You go, people, there. Now, for me, I think I had my turn.
Yes.
I did everything. My posts, everything I have done. See, next generation, if we have to do further, see, we also have to make way.
Yeah.
LODHA came and introduced to certain points, it is fine. They have taken former cricketers, administrators, all roles. But they have put all things in one basket and given importance to only thing which is to the BCCI. The BCCI constitution is our constitution today. How can it be?
Yeah.
See, state association constitution is run by the clubs. BCCI run by state associations. State associations are 30 affiliates.
Correct.
And here we have 216 clubs. How are we going to differentiate? How are we going to run? In spite of that, we will follow. When each one is elected, they are not following LODHA. On the latest thing, what Mr. Nageshwar, our single man committee, with all our internal things, he appoints people who have played 1 match, 2 match, 5 match, 7 matches guy, 5 matches guy is the chairman of the selection committee. What is this? It is very clearly mentioned minimum 25 to 30 first class matches.
Correct.
You follow the book. Let server come and do that. Let the judge. See, your constitution is your Quran, Bible and Gita.
Correct.
You follow it. We are not this thing, no.
Yeah.
We try and express ourselves, but he appointed this, changed this thing, and went off. Who are struggling? We are struggling. And the people who are elected, they don't know.
Yeah.
See, you have to have experienced people to be elected.
Absolutely.
And when they are elected, they should run the association properly.
Yeah.
See, we run the association in the larger interest of the sport. Why all these things are happening? Why all these parents are getting involved? They want to have an access and all that thing. I have got a quote to tell because when I was the secretary, Mr. Rajnath Singh has called me and told me, Home Minister, he called me and told me that so and so thing is there, one player issue. Then I told immediately, sir, Anurag Thakur is the Acha. Then Anurag Thakur's office only called me up and I told, you go by the book, what is there. I followed the book.
Yes.
Pressures are there.
Correct. Absolutely, sir.
There's no issue.
Yeah.
I also quote Mr. KTR. I went to him as a secretary. Very good this thing. He only told me one thing. You pick the best side. People will sit in front of me. I will give you a call, Manoj. Manoj, I'm telling you, I give you a call. But what is good for sport, what is good for cricket, you do it.
Yes.
I had that liberty in my hands, so I did my job.
Yes.
I was not afraid.
Correct.
So because when people are there, they knew what it is there, what is the pressure. See, the pressure we have to handle.
Yes.
That's the kind of things. And I was expecting that from Ajbhai because he's a celebrity. He was misguided by people. He did. No, later on we are suffering. No, still is good. Then he tells me, "Oh, I told you, simple thing, why did we mess it up? All these legal issues will not come into our association unless we are together."
Correct.
At least now we thought we'll something, but people who are elected, in our difference between our own differences, we are making people sit who cannot run the association.
Correct. Correct.
That is the root cause.
Correct.
Not following the LODHA. LODHA is not the ultimate. It told insertion into your constitution, which we should have done it.
Yeah.
I have given proposed and existing. If you would have followed it, it would have been people did that time they did not John karte thaye. What has happened now? It has gone the other way around. It's fine. I've done my job. I have this thing. I'm happy. Now even my interest is that serving as an administrator, serving with an experience, we would like to see that the Hyderabad comes back into the map.
Yes.
The whole concept for that I am ready, and my services are ready, and we will definitely do. And wherever the experience, we will like to. And this thing, see, I am not a saint. I must have done some mistakes, but I need to rectify them. No, mistakes are the teaching lessons.
And that is bound to happen, sir.
Yeah, and mistakes teach us to rectify yourself. So that is why I am always open, and we should not have differences. Yes, we have differences, but my suggestion to all of us is nothing. The differences should be put aside. Association priority, then I think we can move forward. I don't think we can lack on any kind of things. With so much, and our members, senior members are still there. If this own committees, if they take the guidance and this thing, they can enjoy the fruits, but they cannot do anything which is,
Correct. Absolutely. So, like you said, sir, if you're at this position, where you were in that administrator role, when you had these different roles, when you did good things, when you're ready to take the praises, you should be ready to take the criticism also.
Unless that's how the media has done.
Yeah.
They were very good to me. They did everything. When the point had to point out, they criticized me on the newspapers. I had to have an answer. I have given back my press conferences. I have given an answer to them. Where it isn't, it was all gone smooth.
So, what do you see now, sir? I mean, when is the next elections? Is that process now set in Hyderabad Cricket Association?
The association process is now, it is done only now. In 2026 is the election.
Okay.
But it's this committee has got an opportunity to serve. Since the single man committee, what he has done is given appointments for 2 years. So he has not followed the LODHA. He has not followed anything. Let's hope and see that next at least we'll change the selectors and change and do some things where we can put things in place.
So in 2026, sir, so when the elections come, are you looking at actually contesting at that time?
No, if it permits, I can contest. I don't think it's because now the 9-year rule has come. I've served the association for 18 years. So it will not. We are fighting that it's only should 9 years only for office bearer. So it's office bearer means I have left with one more term. That time it is there. But I don't think since these elections are held on that basis, so I don't think it will be changed. Again, people will, you can't keep on meddling with the constitution. Let us see how it goes. So that whoever is there, we need to back the right people and at least we only want the association to come back into the fold. Even today Mansingh or anybody, they all talk about that. So we are trying to collectively gather all seniors and put it that we'll do our best to get it back into the track.
Absolutely. So just to add to that, or just diverting a little bit, is about the IPL when it started, sir. I mean, in the last 14-15 years now IPL is running. And how that, I mean, now you said that it put that pressure or that additional responsibility on the state associations to grip whether it is the grounds and that having that association. Initially for us it was Deccan Chargers. Now it is Sunrisers Hyderabad. So how that association plays the role in the IPL teams? I mean, in terms of various aspects, ground maintenance, anything. Because again, Hyderabad faced some criticism over that in the last couple of years.
The thing is that IPL, we don't play anything. State association is not involved with anything. IPL itself is a body, right?
Yes.
And they are governed by the BCCI. Earlier IPL, what used to be, they used to run it with the private, outsource it. To internal management, like IMG was the company who used to run this thing. at middle of, after certain years, since we can do it our own self, so we are paying huge to IMG, this thing. The inception of the IPL, the state associations are bound to get some money. That is per day match. Those days when we started, it was 30 lakhs. Today it is more than 1 crore or something per game you get. 7 games, 7 crores you get, whatever it is. It is for us to maintain the ground, take care of the stands, take care of the infrastructure, whatever it is. And we don't play a role in IPL, anything. Anything is the franchising. It is run by the franchisee. And the IPL body, one of the franchises are based in the Hyderabad as home. Deccan Chargers, we definitely had a good relationships. It was a local this thing. Sunrisers, I'm very disappointed because Hyderabad boys are performing, playing. They can use it. It hardly matters. To use our player as a 30 lakhs. And whoever have played for Hyderabad, from Hyderabad, whether it is Tilak Verma. Or earlier Vihari performed very well for Sunrisers, and I don't know, in 1 year they are not why they are not backing. It is very sad part of that thing. But that I think the whole concept after studying all the things, since the entire in country the T20 Premier League is running and we are not running it because the scouts come for the tournament. Tap talent. See, 13-year-old boy has been picked or ex-HCA. Somewhere down the line because of our internal issues, we are not trying to start that. And it was good actually, Mr. Vivekanand, former MP and former president of HCA, he did that 1 year. Then after that he had to vacate the seat and all that. It went off. That is why I don't want. What Mansingh sir did and all, we continued, so we were successful.
Absolutely.
Then next generation, whoever comes in, they continue the structure which is there. Your constitution is there, your parliament is there, it is still there. 542 members, 542, it is there. We can't, So this is what is, as a matured, we need to understand these things and get the things in one board. And all these things will come in place only, Then we had a very good cricket academy. That time I had to rope in Narasimha Rao from Ireland, flew him here, and he ran the academy for 3 years, HCA Academy.
Absolutely.
Super it was, because he was a committed guy. We know that who can run the academy. He used to run throughout the year. Any player at any time can go and hit the ball, it was there. IPL players used to come and hit the balls. So the options were open. We see, lot of things the Hyderabad has done it, because people, everybody wants to criticize Hyderabad, which is, they actually don't know. See, we are hold the post, we know how much struggle we had gone through and all this thing. There may be something which may have, see, people, they just talk out the, when they don't get tickets, when they don't get things. Entire thing, tickets cannot be given to government, It is not correct, See, whereas abroad, we have to pay and play, go, You lived also in if you have a match, you have to pay and go. You can't get a free pass. Whatever things are, certain mandatory things are there, it's there, we give it and all that. For that, there is no end for, whether you do everything. The best of the government or best of the thing, whichever they take a decision, there's going to be a criticism. For everything, there's a criticism. So we have to take it in as challenge and we do what is right and carry people together. I don't think we'll fail. That is my thing with experience, what I have done it.
True. And I think it's not easy, sir, what you have done to transition from a coach to the administration and to understand the in-depth about the sport. And you know the path also. I hope.
Because we all these things, we face this. We're not selected, this thing, how we can, certain circumstances may have forced. Then we knew when we are not selected, competition was very tough. It was not easy. There's no backdoor method. Fine, we have to accept the fact. Now it is not like that. Since the exposure, everything is too much and everybody is questioning, everybody's got answers. And today you can record that match and tell me what is going on. Sir, how did this boy come into probables? Now today they pick the boy, they send some boy, it seems to state him. He's failed, he's not even in the standbys. How you cannot do that kind of mistakes? They are affecting the other players,
Totally agree. And just coming back, sir, let's conclude it that way. Now that we talked about the players, What is that you advise now, sir? I mean, players face all this. I mean, whether it is in terms of scrutiny, whether it is the number of matches are also less. I mean, the pressure is more. Whether the competition is also now more. With so many people are coming into this. What is that you want to tell the players? Let's start with the youngsters who are taking up the sport and also who are playing at the state level.
See, whether you like it or you don't like it, this sport is a religion.
Yeah.
Everybody will take it up.
Yeah.
So there's no end to that.
Yes.
And my advice, simple advice is that my advice is only to the association.
Yeah.
I told you before also, now I'm mentioning, a player should get at least 15 to 20 innings to assess himself that he is going to be a good player.
Correct. Correct.
See, everybody will say I am a good player.
Yeah.
So to assess you, we require something, quality. Then people who are appointed as the selectors, they should be of the integrity.
Yeah.
They should not get into people talk so much. They have done so many things. Now, what is this integrity they have? Without any performance, people are going.
Yeah.
You, Mr. Nageshwara, single man wanted to change. What is happening? Given it for 2 years. They are making rather mockery of that.
Yeah.
The players whom they want, they give one in bowling. Otherwise, they don't give. This is selection trial matches.
Yeah. Yeah.
Why are you, when you are conducting a tournament, the highest run getter doesn't get selected? Huh? And our people, they don't know the education to the selectors. Yo-yo is not mandatory.
Yeah.
It is part of the test.
Yes.
The selection should not be on, what is that they are making it?
Yeah.
Just because, see, there are a lot of things which my suggestion and advice, when you take up this sport, it is same old sport.
Yeah. Yeah.
The structure has to be same.
Correct.
The opportunities have to be same. And especially, school level tournaments have to be conducted. Now, as the one sad part, that the other day districts have won the tournament. I think one player deserves.
Yeah.
Let him not be playing. Yeah?
Correct.
One player, when you are selecting the monkeys, why doesn't one player from district play?
Correct.
Don't compare yourself. We have not seen that boy. No,
Yes.
He's good or bad.
Yes. Totally.
You don't. That's what my submission to the selectors is. Don't assess yourself.
Correct. Correct. Absolutely.
Leave it open.
Yeah. Absolutely.
And ending thing is my most important is that I thank you especially, my best, whatever best my experience, what I could express.
Oh, no, sir.
And
I think
what all I must have gone through my journey.
I think that is gold, sir, for us, like I was saying before.
So I think
it is more than that.
Anything
Sir,
more?
No. I wanted to ask you something, but I think this is a good place to stop. I think what you told initially, how you started, I think that is something amazing. I'm sure so many cricketers would want to look into that, and how importance of parents and how players have to take it and how they have to take it, how mental toughness plays a role, especially now when they are not getting enough chances, they are not scoring, and
they have to be
suddenly
strong,
they have to
come
be
back,
strong,
yeah.
and even they have to use that
Again,
in the game.
because it is again goes back and lies with the association.
Yes,
Not with us.
yes, absolutely.
So age group tournaments you regularly conduct,
Yes.
school level tournaments, colleges we used to have, you all played Abbasi, you all played,
Yeah.
all tournaments were there wherein you can, universities, everything was an open, no? Where is that? As
Schools,
knowing the history, whoever is sitting on the chair, just turn the page, learn what we were
Correct.
taught in bank.
Correct.
You do it, yeah. What is good, you do know.
Yeah.
Other BCCA is doing Ranji Trophy every year, no? They are not changing it.
Correct.
Then
Totally.
you have to.
Yeah.
They have got the Dilip Trophy, they have got the Devdutta Trophy, they have got everything. You got Baramadula, Goreshekar, Kishan Prasad.
Yeah.
So many things are there, but you are not able to do it.
Yeah.
One league things.
Yeah.
A judge is coming and doing. That means it's shame on us.
Yeah. Absolutely. So, sir, I like I said in the start also, thank you so much, sir. It's a privilege for me, and I feel I'm so glad I started now, and I feel that your episode or just doing this, forget about Sport is Life, sir. It is just that talking to you and knowing so much in the last couple of hours.
I'm so happy that this sport is real life.
Yeah.
We are experiencing that.
Yeah.
And you got a good title with you.
Yeah.
I wish you all the best.
Thank you so much.
Definitely you should do
Thank
well.
you, sir.
God bless you.
Thank you so much, sir.